Hi guys, what is up? So I'm really excited because today I'm going to talk about my vision for this year. I actually asked you guys over on my Instagram if you guys wanted to see something like this, and you all said yes. Like there was 100% yes. Basically what I'm going to do is I actually printed out my little vision board so that I can look at it because I'm going to pop it up on the screen for you guys. You know what? Maybe I'll sit over here. So I'm going to sit over here so that I can put it up here so that you guys can look at it as I'm talking about it. I have been doing vision boards for, I want to say since 2017. I know I made a vision board for 2017. I still have it somewhere, but I don't know where. And then I did vision boards for I don't even, you know what, I don't think I did one for 2018, but then 2019 I definitely did one, and then I did one for 2020, and I will pop those up here real quick so you guys can see those. The first one for 2020, or no, for 2019 was a little more bare and plain, and I wasn't very specific on what I wanted. I just knew I wanted like some things, and then a lot of those things actually happened in 2020 instead of in 2019, but I did make one for 2020, and that one was a lot more packed and full. But this year I'm very focused on the goals that I want to achieve, and I'm very into really like exploring the ideas of like shooting super high. It's okay, because even if I shot for that huge massive goal, if I end up short on that goal, I'm still going to be pretty far along, which I think is awesome. I knew I wanted to have big goals. Like I have always been a dreamer. Like that's just who I am. I've always dreamed very big, a lot bigger than a lot of people that I know, family, friends. I was never really one of those people that was like super practical. So being able to dream super big, whether I think some people dream big, but they don't really think that they're ever going to achieve it. They just do it to say that, oh, you know, someday in a perfect world, this is what I would want. I don't believe that. I believe that like I'm gonna have these things. I don't know if that's just because of like the person that I am, like I've always believed that, or if it's just a thing of confidence. Like I'm not really sure what it is, to be honest. But I will say I'm gonna recommend this book to you guys. The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. Basically, it's about, it's the only difference between success and failure. So honestly, he talks about like taking whatever your goal is and just multiplying it by 10 and trying to hit that goal. Because say, for example, one of your goals is to save $5,000 in your savings account this year. If you multiply that by 10, that's $50,000. So if you try as hard as you possibly can to shoot and get $50,000 in there, if you come up short on $50,000, you might still have $20,000-$30,000 saved up in your bank versus that $5,000. Or if you shoot for $5,000, you might only be able to save up like, you know, $600 or something. So even if you shoot high and don't get it, you'd still be overreaching the original goal that you had, if that makes sense. But I highly recommend it. I will link it down below. I think I got this one from Barnes & Noble. You can, I think, on Amazon, Audible, probably all those places where you can get books. They're probably everywhere. I have a little sheet, and I guess I'll show you right here. So I wrote out all my goals on a piece of notebook paper. Like I physically wrote them out, like things I really wanted to do. And then some of those goals, I just made them bigger than what I would normally do. I wrote all them down, and then I just made them pretty. I just used like PicMonkey to like make them really cute and like print the paper out. And so I have that on one side, and then I just made the vision board that coincides with these goals on the other side. After I figured out like what my goals are, I went into Pinterest, and then I started going through just pictures that really like resonated with these goals for me. Like if I looked at that picture, I knew, okay, this is because I want this and this and this. I think sometimes we go in and we save a picture on Pinterest, and then we go back in later on looking at that board and we're like, wait, it's pretty, but I don't really remember like what that goal was or whatever. So if you come across something like that and you're not really sure why you saved the picture, just delete it. Because if you can't even remember by looking at the picture, then just get rid of it. Because goals should be something that we like aim to achieve. Like I don't know many people who actually want a mediocre life. And I'm not saying your life has to be like insanely extravagant and fancy and red carpets and stuff like that. but settling shouldn't be something that you want to do. You know, whether you want to be a dentist, you should, you know, maybe your goal is to own your own, you know, practice, or, you know, maybe your goal is to get through law school, or maybe your goal is to have 7 kids, you know, and live in an RV full time. I'm going to read off the back, and I will put my vision board right here so that you guys can like look at it with me as I'm like talking. If I look down at my watch, it's because I can see the camera. So I'll put those here, and that way you guys can see them, and then I will talk about my goals and sort of explain them. And these are not in order. These are just, it's not like, oh, this is what I want the most. These are just my goals. I just wrote them down, so they're not in any order at all. So the first one I have written down is going to Italy. So I have always wanted to go to Italy. It has been on like my bucket list forever. And honestly, like Rome, Venice, Tuscany, like literally anywhere in Italy, I think I would be happy. I have wanted to go for so long, and I would love to be able to make it a trip this year. So that's definitely a huge goal. So I want to be able to make $2,000 weekly. Most of you guys who watch my channel, who follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I am a coach, and I just help people like achieve their health and fitness goals, and just, you know, kind of in like a stable environment that's not like social media and Facebook and, you know, craziness there. We just really like help hold each other accountable. And so I honestly love coaching so much. It has been a huge life changer for me. Like, it's changed a lot of things mentally, physically. And so I want to be able to get to where I'm making about $2,000 a week, and obviously progress from there. But that's my goal for right now. I wanted to also become a top 5 elite coach team. So basically what that means is like our company has like ranks every year, and there's like a top 10 little section, and then those coaches actually get like a free trip to, this year they're actually going to Bora Bora, which is insane and so amazing. And actually 2 of the girls that I am on a team with, they actually got it, and I'm so happy for them. And so they're going to Bora Bora. They've gone to Greece, they've gone to Italy, they've gone to so many different places, which is just so cool. Last year I don't think they had anything because of COVID. I want to be in there, just wanted to say that I could do it and prove to myself that I could be in the top 5. But also, you know, trips and bonuses, and obviously the money's there. Just to be able to say that I could do it, you know. Buy an RV. When we moved to Florida last year, and condensing from living in a house, condensing it to living in an apartment has been honestly kind of like a saving grace. Like, I've been able to declutter so much and just really start to learn how to be minimal. I'm obviously nowhere near that. And then we had to move back here into my mom's house for a little while. But I would love to live in an RV like full time, even if it's not forever, like just for a few years, to be able to just get up and travel and go to the beach when we want, or go to the mountains, or go to, you know, like Lake Tahoe or Montana or Minnesota or Florida, because we love Florida. You know, just to be able to travel and like let the kids see everything and just explore the world. Well, as far as we can drive anyway, not the whole world. But I really want to get an RV, and I don't know if we would live in it full time or even just to travel in. Like, that is a huge, massive goal of mine. By the end of this year, I want to have an RV. Weight loss goals. I think weight loss goals are very important. I don't think we should ever get stuck on numbers, because sometimes it can be very unhealthy to focus on a number. But I want to lose about 40 more pounds. So when I actually started my journey a few years back, I have officially lost like around 35 pounds-ish since I started. I want to lose about 40 more, give or take. So if it's like 35 or if it's 50, depending on like how I feel, not necessarily how I look, but how I really feel. And as long as it's healthy, then that is a big goal of mine. I want to pay off my student loans. I actually have my bachelor's degree in marketing and fashion, and I don't use it. I use the marketing side, I guess, for social media, but I really do not use the fashion degree at all. But it's about $50,000 that I owe, and it definitely sucks. Student loans are not a joke. I hate them, but I want to pay them off. Like, I'm over it. Being vegan is a very big goal of mine. So I have realized I know that there are so many people that have so many different opinions on being vegan or vegetarian or being a meat eater or doing it for animals or doing it for health or whatever. And I'm not here to tell anybody how or what you should eat. But for me personally, I know that I feel best when I am more plant-based. I always feel kind of like groggy and gross and kind of lethargic when I eat animal products. That includes dairy. Like I just notice a difference in my skin, in my like energy and everything. So I really want to be able to get to a full year of being vegan. I actually started being vegan. I want to say it was like the 28th of December. I'll put the for sure date right here, but I think it was the 28th of December. And so I've been vegan since then, and I've honestly noticed a huge change just in how I feel. And that actually, it just means a lot. So I want to be able to get to a full year of being vegan. I really want to grow my hair out. That might be funny for some people because it might not be that bad, but this is the longest that my hair has been since I was like 16 years old. I chopped it off when I was 16 into like a swing bob that was like here, and it has not passed my shoulders since then. And so I feel like I'm doing really good now, to be honest. But this girl in this picture, I love her hair. So I really am trying hard to get it to like, I don't know, right here, I guess. So it's not too much, is it? It's probably like a good foot. But I'm gonna try really hard. I want to really chop my hair off right now. And I'm gonna try not to, because I'm just bored with it, but I want to get it long because I haven't been able to have it long because I just am impatient with my hair. So that's a really big goal of mine. I really want to fix my focus this year on God. I want to get closer to God. I want to read my Bible a lot more. Last year, I actually started reading about 15 minutes every morning. I would get up and then I would set a timer for 15 minutes and I would just read my Bible for 15 minutes. And now I've gotten to the point where I've moved to like anywhere from like 30 minutes to an hour of reading each day, just because I'm so interested. And I actually got these books. Let me show you. So I actually found these books and I will link them below if you guys want to check them out. But it is called The Bible Study. I actually found them on Instagram. It was like an Instagram ad. Then I started following them and I was like, maybe I'll do this, maybe I won't. But I started it and I have not gotten very far in it at all. But I really like it because it goes in and it has you, it's almost like a little workbook. Like you're actually studying the Bible, but in a way that you're going to understand it, which is really nice. And then you just kind of like fill out the answers, and there's a lot of cute things, and it literally takes you through the Bible in a year. They just have like random like little pictures and different little like quote pages and stuff like that. But it's really neat. It comes in 2 different books. I think got like little stuff like that. I just think they're really neat. It comes in 2, you get a set of 2, and I think it's like $38. I think I got them on sale for like $30. I think we're running like a little promotion or something, but it's 2 books and then it takes you through the Bible in a year. I mean, I guess if you're like staying on course, it'll take a year. I guess it could take you like more or less time depending on how much you do a day. You know, just grow my faith a lot more, really be knowledgeable, especially with everything that's going on this year, last year. I'm so sick of focusing on politics. I'd rather put my focus on God and just put everything in his hands and not be crazy stressed out or worried about things. I also have a goal of letting my anger go. I have a big struggle with anger, and not so much like that like I'm a psycho or anything, but like sometimes I think it just gets the best of me and it really has caused problems in relationships for me. And so that is something that I really do, like I'm really working on this year, and I have definitely come a long way just since like December or so. But I'm really trying really hard to just breathe and just let, you know, not have so much fear or worry. And I think that causes a lot of my anger issues. But that's one thing that I want to do is let go of that. So visit Disney at least twice this year. So we are pass holders because we moved to Florida last year, and we literally went like almost every other day. We were at Disney all the time, and it was so much fun. And it's crazy to think that we lived in Florida for you will definitely hear Havana screaming in the back. We lived in Florida for about 10 months, and I really don't even have that many pictures of Disney because we went so much that we just thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, I stopped pulling my phone out, and we just really were in the moment and enjoyed the rides and just had fun with the kids, and it was just an awesome experience, especially when lines were only like 5 minutes long. They're not like that anymore. Definitely my goal is to be able to go at least twice this year and take the kids back since we're in Missouri now. Stop biting my nails. So it's really funny because I just had to put on some fake nails last night. They're just press-ons and they're really terrible looking because I did not do a good job. But I have been a nail biter since I was little. Like, I have tried to stop biting my nails so many times, but I noticed that when I get anxious or if I start like if I argue with my husband at all, I notice that my nails they just come right off. It's almost like, I don't know if it's like a coping thing or it's something that I have control over, and that's why I bite them, because I am able to do that. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's a mental thing. I don't know. I really do want to grow them out healthy this year. I tried to keep acrylics on for like a few months so that they could grow out, and then once I took the acrylics off, they were just so damaged and so bad that they were breaking apart and it wasn't really helping. So I bought a gel nail kit. So I'm going to stop biting my nails for a few days once I keep these on for a little bit, and then because these are just like the cheap ones from Walmart, so when these come off they actually don't damage my nail. But I also take collagen daily, which helps your hair, skin, and nails, and I definitely think that's a huge thing that has helped me grow my hair, but I really want it to help with my nails. So the next one is to fix my teeth. My biggest insecurity has always been my teeth. I have had a lot of people tell me that they're pretty white naturally, that they look fine, like there's no issues with them, but I just I'm not into my teeth. I've never liked them. I have always wanted braces because so the bottom right here, they are not straight, and then these I have like gaps and stuff in there, and I've never liked them. So I definitely want to either get braces or Invisalign or veneers, but veneers are very expensive. Like, basically getting a new car is like getting a new set of teeth, which is crazy, but I would love to get veneers. Like, that's the ultimate goal, but I would settle for getting them like braces and then getting them like whitened. Okay, this one I really want to do, and I really hope that we do. I want to go to Hawaii, but not just go to Hawaii. I want to learn to surf in Hawaii. And I don't know if that sounds crazy, but I just feel like what better place to learn how to surf. I didn't learn to surf at all when we were in Florida, basically because I always had the kids. So I didn't have time to like learn to surf. I couldn't just leave them like by themselves. But my mom is actually turning 50 this year, so we're really wanting to go and do like a girls trip in Hawaii. And so I think that that would probably be like the perfect time to like learn how to surf and just, I don't know. I've never been there, and we've traveled to a lot of places, but Hawaii is somewhere we have not been. And I honestly I really want to visit there. I want to really live more minimalistic. So being able to declutter twice, I guess, when we were down in Florida, it just really opened my eyes to like not having so much stuff. I can clean up a lot easier. I can do laundry a lot quicker. Like, yes, we have 2 kids and a dog, and we have so much stuff. Like, it's gonna happen because you're a family, but at the same time, like, and I don't mean having like nothing. I just mean like, I wanted like what minimalistic looks like to me. So just really not keeping things that I don't actually need or things that really don't make me happy. Okay, so I really want it to be a goal of mine to be able to speak on our company-wide call or our team call. So I would be fine with either. It's terrifying to even think about it, but with coaching, there are just so many girls who have so many amazing stories, and I just want to be able to have that, because I think that every story and everything that these girls have gone through, when they share it, it really, helps a lot of people. It might not resonate with everybody, but it definitely will. You'll say something that's going to inspire somebody else or help someone else, or maybe you'll know a tip that somebody else does not know at all and that could really help them move further along. The last goal that I have is something that I've not talked about publicly, and I really have not mentioned to anyone at all, besides like a few people. So I have like a few pictures of books. I'll circle it or whatever, but this girl with the book, this book with the glasses. I have wanted to write a book for as long as I can remember. I actually went to school a while back for journalism, and then I switched my major, but I went in for journalism. I took a ton of English classes and writing classes, and I really truly loved it, but I never had, I guess, a genre that I was interested in. Like, to be honest, I always wanted to write a book, but I never read books. So it was kind of weird. So I never really, when I was younger, I never really read a lot of books as a kid. I read Goosebumps, and then I think in high school I read like probably a total of 2 books. I hated reading, hated it. And then when I started coaching a few years back, I found my genre. My genre was definitely like self-growth, personal development. I have so many books now, and I like plow through them, and I love them. I actually started writing my own book last year during all of this craziness. It's not finished. It's not anywhere near finished, but I kind of stopped working on it the past few months because of like moving and everything. And I definitely want to get started on that again. I actually want to be able to finish it, publish it, and sell it this year. I'm so beyond excited. I don't want to go too much into it, but basically it's sort of, you know, like a personal development. It's a growth book. It's basically about how to really learn to love yourself, because I was in a really bad place before I started coaching, and I really hated myself. Like, as horrible as that sounds, like I hated myself. I hated who I was. I didn't want to be me. I wanted to be anybody else but me. And now I can honestly say that I love being me. Like, I love who I am. I love the things that I have gone through and the growth that has come out of all of it. And honestly, I think that if I can share that and help even just one other person be able to fix the way that they feel about themselves, I think that it would definitely be worth it. So that is what I'm actually currently working on at the moment. I have not talked about it, so there it is. If you have stayed to the end of this video, I'm sure it's long. Let me know down below, what are some of your goals for this year? I will also link a really awesome video down below. My mentor put together a really cool video. We all actually worked on our vision boards live, and she just really went into detail on how to make it. So if you are interested in that, I will link that in the description as well. And I thank you guys so much for being here with me, and thank you for all the support and all the love, and thank you for checking out this video. I love you guys. I will see you next time.